Hello?
Hey, what's going on, man? It's Sid, Bobby.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, I thought maybe you could clear up some of this misconceptions everybody's got going on about all this lawsuit thing, if you got a minute.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, could you clear up exactly what is happening with the Lydia Harris lawsuit?
Let me try to get in a better look at it. Hey, Bobby.
Yeah.
Okay. Got a better side of me. Okay. You have to move to a better side of the house as it's phone, you know?
That's okay.
Oh, shit. What you saying?
Okay, well, can you clear up some of the misconceptions that's going on about this lawsuit?
Well, you know, one of the things about the lawsuit that people don't realize is that, well, number one, the Harrises never, ever had anything to do with Death Row Records, Garden Death Row, Suge Knight, none of the above. These are the same people who said they own all the Rap-A-Lot, and it's a deposition they took with Lil J from Rap-A-Lot. It shows that they said they had, dealings of drug money or anything else to start a company. But not one time that anybody went after them or said anything about it. But since Death Row is a powerhouse, there's a brand that's known worldwide that can't be duplicated. People have a reason to try to, accept anything or any lie the next person say. As far as the Harris goes, they came in, and there ain't any paperwork, no nothing. They came in, it was about like 95, 96, and they did a settlement. They got the money, they spent the money. Once the money ran out, they turned around and figured out what was their next scam. But everybody what people doesn't realize, they make it try to seem like the Harris is victims, but the victims is all the people they deal with. Because at the same time, they did a deal with Mavericks, Medallion label, remember that label?
Right.
They did a deal for that label with Dana Dane. And this is an artist that already was released on Hammer's label that sold no records, maybe 3 or 4 copies. There's another artist who was signed to Rap-A-Lot, Lil J Prince. The Harrises took that same artist to Maverick and got like $3 million for this act. They never had a record to show for it. They never had nothing to look at it for. And it was basically nothing but a shakedown. On the simple fact that when you really look at it, anytime you do a deal, especially a deal with that type of money, you're going to make sure that the artist does not sign and nobody has a contract. You're going to make sure that, their obligations are free.
Right.
And they never give you all the money right up front. They usually give it to you when you at least get some work done. That is not the case. But not one time have anybody came back and said, where's the record or where's the money? And it's like several deals they did like that around town. And the majority, 90% of the deals they've done around town, they've done by letting people believe that they were friends with me and they were doing business with me and they were doing business with Death Row Records. So it was a fraud going on ever since day one.
Well, how come the first payment was ever made? How come the first settlement was ever made with Harry O?
The reason why the first settlement was made is this. The guy was calling Jimmy Iovine every day from prison. And, I wouldn't say every day, but Jimmy said he used to call probably every day. He said he used to call him all the time. And he wrote Jimmy Iovine a letter. He told Jimmy Iovine, people in prison do desperate things to desperate people, whatever. He wrote this threatening letter, freaking Jimmy out. And everybody wanted to go into the authorities about it. I told him, no, that's not how you do it. I don't believe in doing that. I said, So it spooked him. They harassed him to the point that, they said, listen, we know these guys had another leg to stand on. But we'll be getting harassed, calling, letters, she coming up to the office, the whole nine. And they was like, well, to pay these lawyers, it's going to cost us much time and time consuming for depositions and whatnot. So, Interscope and Jimmy Iovine decided, so you know what, we can just settle with these guys and be done with them. So they wanted to settle. So that's why the first one was done for $300,000, and he signed off on it. He took the check and cashed the check. It was a lawyer who represented her husband. He met with David Cohen along with Lydia. when they met with David Cohen, and the lawyer told him, okay, we're going to get this resolved, it's a settlement, and the check also went to the lawyer. Maybe a couple of weeks or whatever before they got the check, Michael called the lawyer and said, look, you know there's $300 coming, and you know your fee coming. Won't you loan me $50,000, and then when the check comes to you, you take your 50 and you take your percentage, which is going to be about $70,000, and you give us the rest. The lawyer said he went into his savings over his time loaning the money. He said one of the reasons why he loaned the money because he knew he'd be getting the money back because the check was going to be coming to him.
Right.
The day before the check came, the next day, Lydia went back to see David Cohen Interscope, and she changed the check from the lawyer's name into her name. And when she cashed the check, and the lawyer said he wanted to get his money, he wanted his money, you know, she came real aggressive with him and threatening him. And, you know, a lot of these lawyers and these guys like this, they're not used to these guys telling them they're going to shoot them if they don't do this and they'll do this to them. So that intimidates them.
Right.
Make them, you know, push away. So that's what happened on the first settlement. But right after she got that first settlement and she sent the money, she filed bankruptcy, which everybody was aware of. And she had a bankruptcy trustee. And anytime you have a bankruptcy trustee, your right to sue or get a judge is not even yours. It goes to the trustee, and the trustee supposed to get it and pay the creditors off.
Right.
She got lots of creditors that never been paid. That's what happened on the first settlement.
Okay, well, there's a lot of talk here lately that since Death Row's Chiron got for sale, that you ready just to give up Death Row. Is that really the case? Or?
No, it's not the case. You know what ended up happening was people took some I said in the paper and they took it the wrong way and turned it around. I had told them, you know, I am a child of God, and I had told them I was in church, and I was like, you know, the bishop said a few things, Noel Jones. I said even when the chief exec, excuse me 1 second. Even when excuse me 1 second. Even when Jake spoke, they were saying the same thing, how people, you know, sometimes God turns things around and you let go and start over. That wasn't me. I'm saying forget Death Row. I'm giving up Death Row. I'm saying I don't want anything to do with Death Row. I'm saying I just wasn't caught up in all the negative energy that people usually do every day around certain things. I said, for Death Row, I built that company. That's my name. If you say Death Row Records, first thing you think of is Death Row Records. You can't say Death Row Records without Suge Knight.
You got that right.
So when it came down to it, I know I created and built something that people follow still today. I know I created and built something that they always want to take it away from me. I mean, it's no secret